For anyone that joined our 2024 British Business Awards back in November, this logo will look very familiar to you. Forvis Mazars was one of our gold sponsors at the BBA 2024, and today I'm sitting down with 3 representatives to hear a little bit about their journey in Japan. Forvis Mazars is a leading public accounting firm with over 40,000 team members across the globe, and they serve companies of all sizes as well as individuals, SMEs, NGOs, you name it. Today in Japan, they have a team of over 300 people, and I'll be sitting down with 3 representatives to hear about their story. To start off, I'd like to introduce Jean-François Salzmann. So thanks so much for joining us today and for having us in your lovely space. As I would have just mentioned to everyone that's watching, Forvis Mazars has grown so much as an organisation, both globally and in Japan. And what's really special is that as a brand, you've managed to harness both local and global strategies and approaches. I think really what we want to know from you as managing partner is how have you managed to do that? What is the story behind this story? If you could tell us a little bit.
So first, good afternoon and thank you for having me. I'm going to start with explaining what we are and who we are. Forvis Mazars, we are today the most integrated professional service organization in the world. We are in over 100 countries with more than 40,000 people and provide financial audit, tax, consulting, and accounting and outsourcing services. Now, what does integrated mean? I told you we are the most integrated. When you look at the competition, when you look at the market, everybody is organized as a network of hundreds of individual independent entities. Forvis Mazars is a different organization. We created a network with only 2 members. One in the US and one for the rest of the world. It means that partners in Japan, in the UK, in Germany or in South Africa, they are all partners in one single organization. It means that the partners are perfectly aligned, have the same interest, and when it comes to serve client, you don't care if the partner in charge is in the UK or in Japan. He is taking care of the whole organization. He's answering for the whole organization. And this makes a most consistent type of service with a full alignment everywhere in the world. Let's focus 2 minutes on Japan, because we have done this in Japan as well. I mean, we started in Japan by helping what we call inbound investors, so foreign investors in Japan. And that's what we have done for the last 30 years. And we have been extremely successful because you don't have a lot of practice in Japan who are really helping foreign investors to settle in Japan. My colleague Kevin will explain you a little bit later more what we are doing, but basically, if an investor arrives, a UK investor arrives in Japan, if he's a greenfield, he needs accounting. He needs payroll. He needs the whole outsourcing support. He needs tax compliance. All this we are providing so the client can focus on what they know best, their own job. A few years back, so 3-4 years ago, we said, okay, let's also look more at the local market. And we started to discuss with Japanese investors, with Japanese international investors, the one who have subsidiaries abroad. And what we saw is, what they told us was that they have huge difficulties to manage their subsidiaries abroad. Cultural difference, language difference, difficulties in Japan to have the proper international people at the head office to manage the subsidiaries. But also then having people abroad who understand Japan, who understand the headquarters, was a real nightmare. Actually, more even than foreigners when they are investing in Japan. We developed the same in consulting. We are helping now several Japanese companies to buy abroad and to integrate their entities abroad. We help them to integrate internal control, to implement JSOCs everywhere in the world. Now we also do that for tax with transfer pricing, tax advisory for Japanese company when they buy abroad, when they invest abroad. And something relatively new that we just started, and also it's very successful, is for our outsourcing practice, is to offer what we call global compliance. Global compliance means you're a mid-sized Japanese company, you have 5, 10, 15, 20 subsidiaries abroad. You want to focus on your core business. It's production, it's sales, it's service. You don't want to deal with the back office. Yeah. We deal with everything. There is one guy responsible for the account in Japan, and he's dealing with the whole accounting, reporting, payroll, all the stuff that you don't want to deal with. We do it, and we provide a full set of reporting to the headquarters in Japan.
Thank you for sharing your secrets, and congratulations again on such a successful few years. We'll find out a little bit more from your colleagues about the specifics of the services that you offer.
Thank you. Thank you.